Email time. Send in your emails. Of course, as I keep telling you, we can't respond to all of them. We'll respond to as many as possible, but we like to have them to send them on to the respective parties. Let's take in our first email. This email, first one, is coming into Hartley. It says, good night, Hartley. You're making a lot of sense, but I must ask the question again. Shouldn't umpires be fined part of their match fee for making mistakes? Signed, I. Linton. Hartley, you didn't elude on that question. Shouldn't an umpire be fined? Cricketers are fined for slow over rates, which is I saw Ram Naresar one and Ricky Ponting fined 50% for being 5 overs slow, and they were fined 50% of their match fee. Shouldn't umpires be fined for making mistakes?
But Barry, you do not fine a bowler for bowling no ball. You do not fine a batsman for making a rash shot, and you surely don't fine a fielder for dropping catches. So why are you going to fine the umpire?
Well, as I said, cricketers are fined for slow over rates, no matter how slow they might be, 5 overs, 6 overs. They are fined for, they have to go before match referees for making...
Bad behavior?
Not necessarily bad behavior. It could be a misjudgment. Like I saw Dwayne Bravo, when he got out for that umpiring decision, he was just clearly upset, and he had to go to the match referee. At the end of the day, I'm saying that there are instances where players are, to some people, in hot water for little instances, and umpires always seem to get away.
But umpires do not get away. Umpires, the mere fact that earlier on we talked about the elite panel and the international panel, they go up and down. If umpires, and they are judged, and I think, believe it or not, they cannot go below 93% out of 100.
Wow.
If they go below 93%, they are brought before, because they are shown a tape of the game. Each game an umpire does, he is shown a tape, this CD, and you are asked to explain your decisions of what was going through your mind. And below 93%, you go back down to the international level until you brush up and you come back up. So it is not that easy now. Umpires are not examined in public, but there is a committee, international committee, that review. That is why some umpires are deemed the best in the world. And even Toffel, who is deemed the best in the world, you made a point in the first test, he was making errors because they make errors. But this idea about finding an umpire, it's a serious thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say an umpire should be fined. I mean, Barry, you come to work here at CBC on a daily basis. I mean, should you make mistakes on a daily basis? I mean, would you like part of your salary to be docked?
I will have no salary.
Okay. well, there you go.
I'll probably owe CBC.
But what I would say, though, I mean, after the ICC, carry out that review of umpires, and that umpire is not up to scratch, he should be removed from the panel, as has been the case. My question is, I mean, both Ahsoka De Silva and Russell Tiffin were removed from the elite panel. What has Ahsoka De Silva done to get back on the panel? Why is Russell Tiffin still umpiring Test cricket? I mean, he's getting old and older. Incidentally, today is his birthday. He's 49 years old today. And I think perhaps that is one thing the ICC needs to consider. The age.
That's still pretty young. I mean, how old is Buck now? Buck is 60
in the
plus.
60s, yeah. But I mean, these days, the demands of the game, both physically and mentally, are becoming challenging. And if you look at it, who are regarded as the 2 best umpires in the world? Simon Toffel and Alim Dar. And they're the 2 youngest on the panel. So I think maybe, the time has come where, you should look for younger umpires.
Gentlemen, that is the error that they made in the first place.
How was that?
Youth has nothing to do with whether you can umpire good or not. Your ability to umpire has to do with your vision. Once you can see, and your faculties are there, your mental faculties are there, what age has to do it? You're not called to run the races.
I take your point, Hartley, but I mean, the history has shown that these 2 younger umpires consistently have been the best of the lot.
Hayden, the same Amin Dar, he is now beginning to umpire properly. We have cursed Amin Dar over and over, especially when it came to LBW. Don't forget we saw Amin Dar in the Caribbean.
That's right.
Give up can't say worse. Some unfortunate decisions in LBW. But now he's getting older because remember, Amin Dar came on the panel because he had an excellent under-19 international competition.
That's true.
And he was catapulted at the level, and then it was showing because he was inexperienced. Toffel, the more he umpires, the more mistakes he's making, because you made a point. Some of them get tired.
Yeah.
They jet all over the world, but I do not like the elite panel.
All right, we're gonna take in another email and keep that argument fresh. This one is